second week I started
Cheating.
doodling around some. I was pretty much staying in the staff.
Well,
And then I started pushing a little more.
He has a whole bunch of horn studies for flexibility. So Annika Swalke introduced that to me. And I've been using that for my warm-ups, and I've been teaching my students that because flexibility on the horn is really, really important. If you don't got it, you're limited.
Right.
And I ain't got it.
Fraser Hall. I'm standing here in the first row. It's closer, about where that music stand is. I mean, microphone stand. And I went to warm up that day. I couldn't play a Cisco.
Oh gosh.
And I went in there, didn't even warm up. Just nailed it.
Nice.
I mean, we did something with the Atlanta Symphony. I was sitting there with, yes, with John D. It was back in, who was Atlanta in like 72, 73. Now, Robert Shaw was directing the Atlanta Symphony. They brought this bass singer, came down that did something with us. I played with him, and then New York Brass came down. Alan Dean and I was sitting there playing Monty Hill together, and he screwed it up. Oh wow! Some professional screw thing.
They're people too. Principal trumpet for San Francisco, the one that retired, well, it's about a decade now at least. They came to Illinois and they did Mahler 5. First one he did a 4/12 with. So we did Mahler 5 the next year with the school orchestra. I got to play it. So everyone, the rest of the trumpet section, don't do a fourth. Make sure it's a triplet. Right, even right up to the breath. Make sure it's a triplet.
Say, shut up.
I'm like, oh. Stop it.
I remember one time Cleveland came to Iowa State where I got my bachelor's degree, and Myron Bloom was the principal of the orchestra, and they were doing Till Euler's. I can't remember who the conductor was. I was just like, Myron, what's your name? And the conductor says, now for an encore, we're going to do Till Euler's Spiegel, and they did it again, and he did it again. And I thought, whoa. Not good.
I have a recording of the New York Bellow Brass section. He's doing a master class and they do Ride of the Valkyries.
Both times.
And Joe Leslie missed the last one.
Just clammed on it.
And
It was all over the place.
the response is amazing because the audience is like,
It was bad. I thought, well, you know, he can do
and
it.
the second trombone player stands up and
I
he
don't know
goes,
if he got the job.
so they tell me these things are really informal and that if we screw something up we can do it again. And Joe goes, oh, we're doing it again. He got the last note the second time and took over the world. No, it's too early.
I remember when I was at Carolina, my trumpet teacher, Keith Amstutz. He's retired now. The lady he was married to at the time is soprano. He was doing the recital. They were doing the piece together, and he missed the last note. We're going to do this again. He missed it again.
Oh, no.
Well, she left him for a real estate mogul.
No. All because he missed the last note. Twice.
He was a good player, but he could be an ass. A lot of good trumpet players can be asses.
Yeah.
brass that had retired from the West Point band. And so the way they do commanders there, so the director, like those premier bands, it's a national audition, but the conductors, like they go through the military system, right? They could have been a post band, they get promoted, blah, blah, blah.
Once you get to a conductor, they don't let you play anymore.
Well,
That's what I was told.
So it's a totally separate track, like it's an officer track.
Right.
And so you have these people that get promoted based on seniority and military experience versus being a conductor ability, right? And so for Greg's last enlistment, this guy comes in and just had it out for him. Made him posted his position. He had one enlistment left to retire, and they made him re-audition.
Good morning.
And just wrecked his plan, right? So he worked through probably all of this garbage that we're talking about now. But before he finished, so he did ultimately get his spot back. But before he finished, he was a soloist with the Dallas Symphony. I mean, just got it all back and just kind of gave him the proverbial bird, right? But what I really liked about Greg is when he picked up his trumpet, he's just like, I got nothing to prove. I've been through it all, blah, 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 and just would play like a monster because he just didn't care anymore. And it was so refreshing, because like you run into the athletes of the world or people like that, and it's just really nice to run into a trumpet player that didn't care, I always tell my students, I'm like, you got to play
C12.
like you got nothing to prove.
We got a few minutes, but let's.
See what?
C12. Oh. He may be coming to talk to me real fast. Because we've got to change it. Who's carrying the mace? Who's carrying the mace? They actually have a professor this time. Yeah. So we don't know what that means. I asked him, does that mean he's going up here or standing in front and then going up? That changes how long we play. Oh. Didn't say. Sounds like they don't know yet. Sounds like they don't know what he's doing. Because he's talking with somebody else and he's not even coming this way. Ready? Ready to go? Okay, let it snow. We have a live one. Okay, so no cutoff at the hole. You just keep holding and Byron just goes. Really dry.
Carmex. They have a Carmex.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst thing that happens.
C4? That's it. Sounds so good. And it feels fun. And then I can move the jingles in. In case. C4 then.
After we do C4, I need to run back there for a second.
Okay.
For the procession.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the 162nd commencement exercises of Lander University. Presenting Dr. Mike Sheridan, carrying our university mace. Presenting President Dr. Richard Cosentino, 12th President of Lander University, trustees, guests, and members of the Platform Party. Presenting members of the President's Cabinet and the University Academic Administration. Presenting the faculty of Lander University. Presenting candidates for graduation in the class of 2020.
Good morning. I'm Rich Cosentino, president of Lander University, and I would like to welcome you to the 2020 Summer and Fall Commencement exercises. The national anthem will be sung by a graduating senior, Mr. Joey Plyer, and the invocation will be offered by Mr. Scott Smith, Baptist Collegiate Ministry Director here at Lander University. Everyone is asked to stand and remain standing through the invocation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Would you join me in bowing your heads, please? O Lord, as we gather to honor these graduates, it is with gratitude and appreciation that we celebrate these fall 2020 graduates. We wish to thank you, O God, for the gift of knowledge for each student that is seated in this arena. You've given each student opportunity to fulfill a dream of completing their education at Lander University. Let us never forget to give you thanks for the generous ways that you have blessed each student. Help these graduates to look upon the past with gratitude and to the future with hope. Oh God, hope is something that we so desperately need in this world of pandemic and strife. Oh God, help us to realize the significance of these precious moments together, that they may open our eyes to the blessings of the past and the promise of the future. Make each of us unafraid of hopes and dreams. Release us from the pains of cynicism, fear, and despair. Inspire in each of us that we may labor for things greater than ourselves. Grant us courage for today and hope for tomorrow. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you, Joey, Scott, Dr. Gallo, the faculty brass quintet. The University Board of Trustees is made up of citizens from throughout our state. It is my pleasure to welcome members of the board to the commencement platform this morning. Please stand when introduced and remain standing until all have been presented. Dr. Linda Dolney, Chair, Clinton, South Carolina. John Craig from Lancaster. Ray Hunt from Chapin. Kathy Lee from Florence. Don Lloyd from Myrtle Beach, and Dr. Terry Pruitt from Spartanburg. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your service to Lander University. Please be seated. I would now like to recognize members of the Cabinet and the academic administration. Please stand when your name is called and remain standing until all have been recognized. Dr. Scott Jones, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Stacy Bowie, Vice President for Finance and Administration. Dr. Todd Gamble, Vice President for Enrollment and Access Management. Brian Reese, Director of Athletics. Dr. Crystal Ruckert, Vice President and General Counsel. Adam Taylor, Vice President and Chief of Staff. Mike Worley, Vice President for University Administration. Dr. Boyd Yarborough, Vice President for Student Affairs. Greg Allen, Chief of Police. Matt Brayton, Assistant Vice President for Strategic Initiatives. Tracy Clifton, Assistant Vice President for Student Affairs. Abdullah Haddad, Chief Information and Technology Officer. Megan Price, Assistant Vice President for University Relations. London Thomas, Director of Human Resources. Dr. Mark Rollins, Dean, College of Arts and Humanities. Dr. Lucas McMillan, Dean, College of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Dr. David Slimmer, Dean, College of Science and Mathematics, and Dr. Pedro Lopez, Chair of the Faculty Senate. Thank you. Please be seated. Students, it's now my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker this morning. We are pleased to continue our fall tradition of having our Distinguished Professor of the Year as our commencement speaker. Dr. Mandy Cleveland, Associate Professor of Psychology, is known for creating unique learning opportunities for her students. Mandy comes from a family of educators. She discovered a love for the profession during her undergraduate studies at the University of Southern Indiana. After earning a Bachelor of Science in Psychology at USI, Dr. Cleveland received a Master of Arts in Counseling and Psychology and a PhD in Counseling Psychology from Ball State University. She completed her doctoral internship at the University of Memphis Center for Counseling, Learning, and Testing before joining Lander University in 2011. In 2015, Dr. Cleveland was recognized for her dedicated instruction, research, and community service with Lander University's Young Faculty Teaching Award. And in 2020, she was honored as the university's Distinguished Professor of the Year. Her courses range from abnormal psychology to the psychology of dogs, in which students learn about canine cognition while volunteering at the Humane Society here in Greenwood. To give students an opportunity to assist with upper-level clinical skills, Dr. Cleveland created a teaching assistant program for her Theories of Psychology course. A licensed psychologist, Dr. Cleveland conducts psychoeducational and disability assessments, enabling those in need to find helpful resources. A leader on campus and in our community, she recently served as Lander University's Faculty Senate Chair and is currently the Vice Chair on the board of our Humane Society here in Greenwood. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Cleveland.
I am honored to be speaking to the December 2020 graduating class. This year has been a lot. You have earned your degrees in a year in which you have undoubtedly heard the word unprecedented an unprecedented number of times. At this point, you may just be glad to be done. It may have taken all you have to get yourself over this finish line, and that is okay. The resilience and persistence you have demonstrated to get here is now a part of you. It will stay with you as you move forward with your lives. It will be there as you pursue your career, as you build your family, or as you further your education. There is a word for this combination of resilience and persistence: grit. Grit is a sought-after quality. When you were younger, people probably told you that success was all about hard work and never giving up. And those things are important. But now that you're older, you're probably starting to realize that hard work is necessary, but not sufficient to achieve success. It's required, but on its own, it's often not enough. That's why you need grit. Sometimes you can work as hard as humanly possible and still not be the best at something. You have to be able to fail and then get back up and recognize when something just isn't working. Sometimes you have to change the goal itself. As you figure out what makes you feel happy and fulfilled, you redefine success. That takes not just hard work, but also inner strength, grit. And let's be honest about this, success also takes a little bit of good fortune. You did not reach this important day on your own. People supported you, parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, grandparents, friends, partners, teachers, coaches, bosses. I could keep going. This was true for me as well. Because my parents were educators, I began college with an understanding of the educational system that many first-generation college students may not have. In graduate school, I had the benefit of a superhumanly persistent mentor and clinical supervisor who drugged me through the final revisions of my dissertation when my passion for the endeavor had all but ceased. I am also fortunate to have an employer that has invested in my professional development. Since our success isn't just the product of our own work, it doesn't belong just to us. It also belongs to those who helped us achieve it. For you, some of that community is here in the stands cheering you on, or perhaps they are going to watch you on live stream walk across this stage. As your own success continues to grow, you will start to nurture the people around you. Their achievements will be yours. Sometimes you will get to share in the joy of having helped someone achieve their goal. Sometimes you will not even know who you impact, but the work that you do and the example that you set are still supporting someone else's good fortune. When given the choice to do something helpful, even something seemingly small, make the choice to help. As I say this, some of you may be thinking that you wish you had gotten more help. I felt that way at times too. But going forward, be the reason someone else doesn't have to feel that way. The drive to help isn't just born of good fortune. It also comes from a desire to prevent others from struggling as we have. There will be more hard work to come. Hopefully nothing else quite like 2020. But you are prepared. You have the grit and the support you need to continue to be successful. And keep in touch. Your support from Lander does not end today. Faculty will continue to cheer for you and mentor you as long as you let us. Congratulations. Lander is proud of you, and we look forward to seeing what you will do next.
Thank you, Dr. Cleveland. It's a pleasure to have you with us today. And now, students, I know how excited you are. Let's get started with the conferral of degrees. One of the characteristics of Lander University is the dignity and the respect that it affords to each of our students. This commencement ceremony is a time of celebration, a ceremony with dignity. So as each student crosses the stage, polite applause is appropriate. I call upon Dr. Scott Jones, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, to come forward and present the academic notations and the candidates for degrees.
Today, we will recognize candidates for graduation at both the graduate and undergraduate levels. In addition to recognizing baccalaureate candidates with the honors cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude, we will identify students receiving the Golden L Award, which is presented during the graduation ceremony to students who've earned a cumulative grade point average of at least 3.5 on the last 60 hours of instruction at Lander University. Students who have successfully completed the Honors College curriculum will also be recognized. These students have completed a variety of honors courses with high grades and completed a major challenge, such as study abroad or a high-level internship. Graduates receiving the Golden Eye Award will be honored as well. Eye Award recipients have completed 120 unique credits in experiential learning through internships, cooperative education, study abroad, or service learning. In addition to announced honors, some graduates have been approved to wear cords, which signify a nationally recognized academic honor. Mr. President, We are now prepared to recognize the candidates for graduate and undergraduate degrees by their academic colleges and schools. I hereby certify that candidates have completed the required course of study and have been approved by faculty in their respective disciplines. Candidates graduating in absentia are listed in the program, but their names will not be read aloud.
I now invite the chair of our board, Dr. Linda Dolney, Dr. David Mash, and the University Registrar, Kelly Proctor, to come forward and assist with the candidate presentations. At this time, I call upon Dr. Mark Rollins, Dean of the College of Arts and Humanities, to come forward and present the candidates for degrees.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting candidates from the College of Arts and Humanities for their respective Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees.
The candidates for undergraduate degrees from the College of Arts and Humanities. Valencia Elena Haynes, cum laude. Jordan Danielle Morse, Golden L. Rachel Cheyenne Starling, cum laude and Golden L. Ronald Gilbert Strange. Caroline Liston Carver. Jared Anthony Coleman. Cassidy Marie Ford. James Christopher Franklin. Robert Kelly Jr. Madison Leigh Moore. Joseph Seth Plyler, summa cum laude and Golden L. Cassie Mioa Patrice Poe. Tamaya Antoinette Sullivan, magna cum laude and Golden L. Brianna N. Thrasher, magna cum laude, Golden L, Honors College. Kaylee Elizabeth Gaynor, Golden L. Abby Williams Bailey, cum laude and Golden L. Abby Gail Johnson. Donald Glenn Miles, Jr. Armando Sosa Martinez. Hannah Noel Walden, magna cum laude and Golden L.
At this time, I call upon Dr. Lucas McMillan, Dean of the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences, to come forward and present the candidates for degrees.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting these graduates from the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences for their respective Bachelor of Science degrees.
The candidates for graduate degrees from the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences: Madison Mackenzie Burton, Morgan Lane Garner, Myra Sierra Grant, Brittany Danielle Norman, Golden L. Morris Robinson. Caroline Lynn Cawthon. Madeline Grace Hudlow, Honors College. Jesse M. Vinson, Golden L. Corson Tremaine Parks. Elantra Charzay Boyd. Kara Noel Doherty, summa cum laude, Golden L and Honors College. Jennifer Michelle Ellison. James Walter Hawthorne, summa cum laude and Golden L. Paget Edwards Sumner. Oscar Allen Bilo. Lydia Grace Carter. Brittany Kiana Davis. Ayana Shakira Graham. Harmony Shamir Hammonds, Golden L. Brooke Emery Eastern. Chantel Leona Jones. Alicia Christiana Middleton. Caroline Collins Moody, cum laude. Danielle LeKay Owens. Chantel Lexis Tylia Richardson. Allison Cheyenne Staten. Atiya S.M. Whit-Lempley, Golden L. Mia Seymour Wilson, Simone, my apologies. Nakia Unique Brown. Sarah Elaine Gibson. Alacia Melkia Hall. Emily Tyler Herrick, Golden I. Hannah Marie Homovich, cum laude, Golden L, Golden I, and Honors College. William Jerry Kolak III. Day Staley.
At this time, I call upon Dr. David Slimmer, Dean of the College of Science and Mathematics, to come forward and present the candidates for degrees.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting these candidates from the College of Science and Mathematics for the respective Bachelor of Science degrees.
The candidates for undergraduate degrees from the College of Science and Mathematics: Andrew Jordan Bennett, cum laude and Golden L. McKenna Liam Burrows. Chandler David Cowick. Megan Delaney Douglas. Victoria Kristen Marie Quick. Jonathan T. Smith. McKenna Spindler, cum laude and golden L. Abigail Vinces. Tylene Dariana Wilson. Bailey Lynn Erickson. Jasmine Micaiah Williams. Lyle Cody Tinker. Dimitri Anthony Shipsey.
I call upon the faculty to stand in concurrence of awarding the respective Master of Science, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science degrees. I call upon the Board of Trustees to stand in authority. With the concurrence of the faculty and the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer the respective Master of Science, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science degrees with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Baccalaureate graduates, will you please move your cap tassels from the right to the left side in recognition of your changed academic status. Congratulations. You are amazing. I call upon Rodney Jones, President of the Lander University Alumni Association, to come forward and greet the new alumni.
Class of 2020, as President of the Alumni Association, I congratulate and welcome you to the bright future that awaits you in your chosen field. In the days to come, you will realize, as I did, what a privilege it was to receive an education at Lander University. I'm excited about the future of Lander and hope that you would share in the enthusiasm by continuing to support Lander with your time and resources. Please be active in your alumni association and help Lander continue to grow and prosper, so you will always be proud of the university in which you graduated. For many of you, your active participation has already begun. Please note that some of our graduates are wearing white stoles with the Lander alumni logo. This recognizes their contribution to the Club 2020, a donor group for this class. We hope that you will continue your philanthropy to our alma mater and for many years to come. Congratulations and welcome to the alumni family.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Before we adjourn, I ask all those who hold degrees from Lander University, including our most recent graduates, to stand and be recognized. Will the faculty, staff, and the Board of Trustees please stand and be recognized? And now will the family and friends who have supported our students please stand and be recognized. Please remain standing for the alma mater and the benediction. And now, Kaylee Gaynor will lead us in the first stanza of our alma mater, followed by the alma mater will be Scott Smith will deliver the benediction. Please stand and remain standing.
Say belong, so heart and voice we raise, each loyal heart is filled with pride, as name of thine with joy we call, and know whate'er each one betide, we love thee best of all.
Would you join me in bowing your heads? O God of grace and glory, send us from this place in time of celebration to live lives of hope, to nurture and to encourage others, to serve as people of inspiration and healing to this world that needs healing. Forgive us for being less than we might and not giving our best. Guide us to become beacons of light and hope to our world. Grant us wisdom, grant us courage, grant us your peace. And now, may your blessings be upon our beloved Lander University and upon each of these recent graduates. May the memories that we have gathered here give us hope for the future. May the love that we share with family and friends bring strength to our hearts, and the peace of this community be with us until we meet again. Amen.
Thank you, Kaylee. Scott, the audience is asked to stand and remain standing until the recessional leaves.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our commencement exercises this morning. We ask at this point that everyone please exit the arena using the doors on the second level away from the stage, and please refrain from going on the arena floor and dispense from the building as quickly as possible so that we can begin cleaning for this afternoon's commencements. Thank you so much for your attendance, and please stay safe.